In the age of the internet, a whole goldmine of knowledge is just a few clicks away. Only sometimes it seems like there's too much knowledge. How do you figure out what's even worth knowing and what's just going to clog up your brain with useless nonsense? But I'll help you out. From the weird and unexpected to the truly amazing, here are the top facts you didn't know 5 minutes ago. Save your foil. Have you ever wondered why medicine bottles need foil protection? Many people think it's for sealing, but the real reason is much darker. On September 29, 1982, Mary Kellerman took Tylenol. A couple hours later, she died. On the same day, Adam Janis died under exactly the same circumstances. When his brother and sister-in-law came to see him, they took Tylenol from the same vial for headaches and passed away 2 days later. In the following days 3 more people died in the same mysterious manner. By early October, investigators determined that the pills from the vials were laced with cyanide. More than 31 million packages were taken off the market and soon more vials were found in Chicago pharmacies. Some madman took the packages off the shelves, slipped cyanide into the capsules and then put them back. The culprit was never caught, but a year later, the U.S. Congress published the Tylenol Act, and altering products became a federal crime, and in 1989 there were standards for manufacturers to add protection to such products, including foil strips. Charging life hack. Modern smartphones are supposed to hold a charge for a long time, but they seem to die just when you especially need them. Luckily, there's a very simple way to ensure a longer charging life. If, like most, you carry your smartphone in your pocket, perhaps the problem is that the pocket is too warm. The fact is that phone batteries last longer in the cold. An average body temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, transferred through the fabric in the pocket to the cell phone inside it, can accelerate the chemical processes in the device's battery, and it drains faster. The easiest way to keep cool is to carry your phone in a bag, backpack, or on a belt. And if you find yourself away from home without a charger, you can turn your phone off and put it in the fridge to slow down the process. Just don't put it in the freezer. White mystery. Salmon is one of the most popular seafoods. But if you've cooked it yourself, you've probably noticed some white substance that appears when the fish is cooked. Many people think it's fat, but the substance that oozes out of salmon is a simple protein called albumin. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried, that substance will still show up. Albumin is found in fish in liquid form and appears when muscle fibers heat up and contract, pushing the protein out. Although it's safe, some people don't like it. To remove albumin, you can rub cooked fish with a napkin or salt it before cooking. Just let it soak in sea salt and water. This will help relax and dissolve the muscle fibers, and there will be much less albumin. Sock disappearance. During laundry, socks seem to crawl into the abysses of the laundry drum, never to be seen again. But where do they go? There are several explanations for their mysterious disappearance. If you put clothes on top, a sock could get caught in the gap between the inner and outer drums and get stuck in the water drain or pump as a result of overloading the machine. It's also possible that the sock is stuck under the rotating motor. If the load is front-loading, the sock may be under the rubber water trap or simply the gasket. If you pull it, there can be a lot of socks in there. Even if the socks survive the wash, they can fall victim to static electricity and stick to your pants or other clothing when you pull it out. In general, the sock-eating monster doesn't live in the washing machine. Wonder Falls. Niagara Falls is huge, but it's not the biggest waterfall. Some claim that Angel in Venezuela is the tallest in the world. It's 979 meters high and 870 meters deep. But Angel is far from the title of largest waterfall. The Denmark Strait is more than 3 times taller than Angel, and even cooler, it's in the ocean. Yes, this giant waterfall, located near the southern border of Greenland, starts 610 meters below the ocean surface and drops more than 3 kilometers. In addition, the Denmark Strait carries more than 3,400,000 cubic meters of water per second, equal to nearly 2,000 Niagara Falls at its peak. But how can a waterfall be underwater? If simply, cold water is denser than warm water. In the Denmark Strait, southward flowing cold water from the northern seas meets warm water from the Irminger Sea. The cold, dense water quickly sinks below the warm water and flows through a huge gap in the ocean floor, creating a downward flow that cannot be seen without special scientific instruments. iPhone secret. Apple's latest iPhones have a lot of new features, not to mention a high price tag. But there's one thing that sets the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max apart from their predecessors. In addition to the 3 powerful cameras, if you look closely at the back of the phone, you'll notice a small dot in the bottom right corner. It's completely flat, and not everyone notices it at first. But what is it? Its official name is a LiDAR scanner, light detection and ranging. It's a way to optically measure distance and speed using small laser beams that our eye can't see. LiDAR determines the distance between itself and an object by tracking how long it takes for the laser to bounce back. By sending hundreds of thousands of light pulses every second, the scanner can accurately determine the distance and size of objects nearby. The data can then be used to build 3D models. Whether you're an architect creating a building plan, an archaeologist making a 3D map of an area, or a gamer who loves augmented reality, the scanner will change the way you use your phone. Safe riding. There are a lot of weird laws in different states across America, but one law in the town of Galesburg, Illinois is terrible for bicyclists: no fancy riding. To understand what this means, let's turn to Galesburg's Code of Ordinances. It is illegal for a bicyclist to take both hands off the handlebars or feet off the pedals, or to perform acrobatic or intricate stunts on any street. Well, I'm not going to Galesburg with my circus tour. According to a police officer from that town, the law was passed when bicyclist safety was a big issue and there were more accidents than there are now. Fortunately, the law is rarely enforced with any punishment, so kids can ride armless all they want without fear of being sent to jail. Old apples. As they say, eat an apple a day and you won't need a doctor. But what if the apple has been lying around for a year? It sounds terrible, but there's a but. Most people ate apples that were a year old. In the US they ripen in a very short period, August through September, and to keep them in stores for the rest of the year, they have to be treated with chemicals and kept in the refrigerator. In the warehouse, apples are usually kept for at least 10 to 12 months, and still in supermarkets, apples average 14 months. And that's not all. Scrape a store apple with a knife, and you'll notice something strange. The white substance you see is shellac, or corn wax, which keeps apples fresh. These fruits exude a natural waxy coating, but it is partially washed off when the fruit is peeled, removing soil or leaves from the surface. The application of artificial wax not only makes the apple look shiny but also retains moisture, prolonging its life. But the coating also traps oxygen, and so the fruit can look deceptively fresh and be gray and tasteless inside. Plus, wax in large doses can be harmful to the large and small intestines, so it's best to really eat 1 apple a day, and no more if you're in another country. What facts surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments below the video. If you want to learn even more interesting things, you can watch the Parade of Facts on this channel. As always, thanks for watching.